There were indeed some interesting dynamics coming out of Indianapolis today at the NFL Combine. No 40-yard dash times have been posted because the college players have yet to perform. However, today, Thursday, was a day for NFL coaches and front office members to speak and answer questions by the press. And one of the more fascinating interviews was that of Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. Andy Reid has Brady Quinn and Matt Castle over there to coach up in Kansas City. However, with the #1 pick in the draft and not a lot of great quarterbacks in this draft, the press and the questions were leaning toward Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Nick Foles. After all, it was Andy Reid who drafted Nick Foles from Arizona, helped cultivate his game, and named him the starter for the Eagles at the end of the season last year. And Foles actually performed better and better each game that he played. So it's kind of like an unfinished project. Maybe Coach Reid wants to get his hands on him and finish the job. However, he wasn't the only coach asked about Nick Foles. Eagles' new head coach Chip Kelly was asked questions along the same vein, and his response was positive as far as his evaluation of Nick Foles. He thinks, based on his experience in Oregon playing against Arizona where Nick Foles was quarterback, that he wants to coach this guy. He says it's an open competition between Dixon, Vic, and Foles, and he says the best player will be the one who starts for the team. And I believe him. I actually think he's open-minded. I'm sure in his mind he thinks it's a two-man competition, but he'll just give Dixon a shot because you never know. But the question is, will either Foles or Vic be traded away in training camp if one outperforms the other to a measurable degree? And if so, would Andy Reid be willing to take Foles? Well, I only think Andy Reid is going to be interested if he can get him before that point, because Andy Reid likes to go into the season, name a starter, and throughout all of the mini camps, Andy Reid likes to give the starting cornerback all or the majority of the reps. So I don't see a trade for Nick Foles happening after the Eagles find out what they have in training camp. It's going to have to happen during the off-season. Now, another interesting thing that happened today down there was when Andy Reid approached the podium. He followed Philadelphia Eagles general manager Howie Roseman. So Howie Roseman gets off the podium and in passing gives Andy Reid a big hug. And Andy Reid didn't seem to be as pleased or as happy to see Howie as Howie was to see Andy. And that could be expected, being that Howie Roseman just fired Andy Reid after 14 years as the Eagles head coach. So I thought that was kind of a little funny twist to the afternoon. So there you have it. Nick Foles' future. Could it be with the Chiefs? Could it be with the Eagles? Or could it be somewhere else? Chip Kelly will be the one to determine that.